And good evening, Southeast Texas. We are approaching the peak of hurricane season. Thanks so much for joining us on this 12 News Storm Tracker Tropical Update. We're about right here, and the peak is the 10th of September. So things are going to be obviously improving or increasing as far as activity, as we're also seeing a positive phase of the Madden-Julian Oscillation, which means that instead of the air sinking over the tropical Atlantic, the air will start rising in the tropical Atlantic basin. So what that means is that clouds like to go upwards. Well, if you got the air sinking, then that high pressure, if you will, kills the clouds and the potential for storms. But what the air now trying to rise in that large basin, there's a potential for more storms to develop, and that's where we are at this point. Some good news as far as Fred is concerned. Fred has weakened as far as the winds, but obviously putting down some heavy rainfall over towards the Dominican Republic. The winds are now down to 35 miles an hour. It's been cut off from its, its fuel supply, basically, which is the tropical waters. And that is going to change as we head towards tomorrow morning. Still moving west-northwest at 15 miles an hour. This is being steered by higher pressure over to its north. So this will continue doing what it's been doing, moving west-northwest at around 15 miles an hour. Good consensus. Again, you want to look at, or you want to have these models all saying the same thing, and they basically are through the next couple of days, taking this west-northwest. Now, there's some outliers that take it up towards Miami and some outliers that take it across Cuba. But generally, you follow the center track of that consensus, and it heads it on into the Gulf of Mexico by Saturday afternoon. That's the southeast Gulf of Mexico. A weakness is expected to evolve over the southeastern U.S. In the subtropical high or ridge. So that will break down, and this should begin turning this system off towards the north. It'll be regaining tropical storm force, and the consensus takes it on into maybe Florida, Panhandle, back over towards, say, Alabama. However, there's some tracks that try to take it on into Louisiana. That's the potential. The spread has increased. Noticed how some take it over towards Brownsville, others take it all the way over towards South Carolina. But most of the models, the pack of the models, is towards the Florida Panhandle. That's where we're at right now. So this is a new National Hurricane Center forecast, and again, it's over the island of Hispaniola, really on the border of Haiti and the Dominican Republic. And you can see the tropical storm watch is in effect for the western half of Cuba, the southern Bahamas. This heads along the coastline of Cuba, parallels it basically. It regains its strength to tropical storm force as we head towards Friday morning, and then on in towards the Keys as we go on into Friday evening, and then Saturday afternoon, I should say, and then takes it on in anywhere from the Mississippi-Alabama border towards maybe St. Augustine, Florida. But the center, the most likely candidate will be the Big Bend of Florida. So that's where we're at right now. If this were to strike over in this area, say the forecast validates, we're not going to have any problems with this at all. One thing that we'll be watching as we head on into Sunday into Monday, is we'll be watching this disturbance right here. This is going to help produce maybe a better chance of rain and thunderstorms, by the way, in the forecast coming up Monday. That's going to induce southwesterly flow aloft, so that's shear, and that would also tend to turn it off to the north and northeast. So I think we're in pretty good shape. So if you don't have blocking high pressure over the state, you want to have a trough of low pressure. I think we're in pretty good shape. Also in the Atlantic Basin, we've got this to watch. This is Invest 95L. It's about midway between the Lesser Antilles and the west coast of Africa. The chances of this becoming a depression or named storm have increased to a 60% probability. So pretty good chance this is going to become a depression or named storm. And the other thing is that modeling for the next 5 days, it could reach the Lesser Antilles by Sunday, but a good consensus that this will continue moving west. After that, there's a broad spread. Look at this. Some modeling takes this over toward Central America. Some takes it over into the Gulf of Mexico. Others try to recurve it to the north. Look at that spread. That's a huge spread. It could go anywhere on that trajectory. So what does that tell us? We don't know. It's just too early. That's the very latest on the tropics. Do we have any questions? No questions. Okay. That's the very latest on the tropics. Hope to see you tonight on 12 News at 10 p.m. Stay safe and have a fantastic evening.